Here lays out House Bill 211 by Representative Bernal. The chair offers up a committee substitute to House Bill 211 and recognizes Representative Bernal to explain the bill.
Thank you, Chairman, Madam Chair, members. House Bill 211 seeks to decrease the number of low-income housing units not equipped with air conditioning by adding criteria to the QAP, or Qualified Allocation Plan, that awards negative points should an applicant, in this case a developer, have any pre-existing units without air conditioning. There is a committee substitute, and the committee substitute simply clarifies some of the language to ensure that housing authorities are not penalized for having units without air conditioning, just the developers. Representative Tepper will remember this bill because we sat next to each other the last time I laid it out. I want to be very clear about what this is. There are public housing units in Texas, this is government housing, without air conditioning. And that should not be. This bill seeks a way to remedy that. Just to put it into context, public housing is where we keep our most vulnerable folks, right? Single parents, veterans, the elderly. So to have them living in Texas without air conditioning is inhumane. In 2023, San Antonio alone had 75 days consecutively over 100 degrees. In 2024, cities across Texas had record highs, including 113 degrees in Abilene, 108 degrees in Austin, 107 in Fort Worth, 103 in the Woodlands, and 101 in Sherman. So again, if you take the people who live in public housing, you put them in these cement, wood boxes, government housing without air conditioning is inhumane. I discovered this issue back in San Antonio about 6 years ago, where I learned that there were 24 public housing units without air conditioning in my city. And so they're old, so they're built without them. But to remedy it, I had to do this really awful dance where I went to the city council. I was already elected here, went to the city council, asked them for help. They said, sorry, we can't help you. I then went and found the rich guy who writes out the campaign checks. He came with me the second time, said, sure, we'll fix it. And then together with the city council and private money, we were able to install 2,400 air conditioners into public housing in San Antonio that didn't previously have it. So what the bill does is say, look, if you're going to come to the state and ask for tax credits to build public housing, then the developer has to make sure that they have no previous projects that are without air conditioning, that they have to have air conditioning in all of their previous projects in order to qualify for the tax credits that they get from the state. This is my third time trying to pass this bill. It's passed out of committee before. It's passed out of the House several times. It died in the Senate. There is a companion bill filed by Senator Hughes. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm trying to keep it short. Thank you for fitting me in, Chairman. I appreciate it very much. But that is essentially the A to Z of what we're trying to do for the third time.
Absolutely. And are there any questions? And don't
Reserve the right to close, of course.
Okay. Yeah, hearing no questions. Oh, we do have a question. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I will be
Close the
quick
call.
because I know we're short on time.
Sure.
So you needed a private lobbyist to get it done at the city council? No, scratch that. That's not a question about the bill. So let me ask you, what do
He's
you
not a-
think would
he's not
be
a-
the
he's not a lobbyist.
response? So I'm in suburban Northwest Harris County, and we love our animals out there. I got a couple of animal shelters. Do you know what kind of response my office would get if we were operating an animal shelter in my district without air conditioning?
I can imagine.
So don't you think the people deserve at least that consideration? The human beings that are the least and the lost and the
Look,
left out.
I think that having any person without air conditioning in Texas is wild. But if you change that any person to people who are disabled, to young children, to infants, to the elderly, to disabled veterans, and then you add on top of that this is not just housing but government housing, that makes it 10 times worse. And so I think it's something that we can fix, and I think this is the session that we can do it.
Great,
Appreciate
Bill.
the
Thank you.
question.
Thank you so much for bringing it.
Any other questions? You got one more question, Representative Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Chairman.
Hernandez.
How many applications have been approved without air conditioning thus far?
It has dropped off, but what we're trying to do is not, the issue is not building without air conditioning, because we're past that point. The issue is that we still have government housing that doesn't have air conditioning. So what we're saying is fix that problem first before you come and ask for more,
Sure.
right? If you've got projects that you've already done and they don't have air conditioning, but you want to come and get essentially taxpayer money to build more, then you need to make sure that you're taking care of the human beings that are already living in essentially government subsidized squalor.
Sure. So
Right.
how much is currently, from people from past applications that they have submitted for this, how many people are not compliant with what you're trying to accomplish, that they
There's-
haven't installed yet?
There's nothing to comply with yet, but what we've asked is part of the application process would be for them to tell us
Okay.
which project they've already done and what percentage of those projects and the percentage of units are with or without air conditioning, and that will determine your points. I do want to point
Got
out,
it.
though, that
Okay.
right now we have close to 4,000 government housing units that we can count without air conditioning.
Okay. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Oh, so, so anyway, the chair recognizes, any other questions? Hearing none, we recognize your right to close, don't go away. Is there anybody else who wishes to testify on, for, or against, House Bill, or the committee substitute to House Bill 211? Hearing none, the chair recognizes Representative Bernal to close.
Thank you, Chairman. I close.
Thank you, Chairman Bernal. At this time, House Bill 211 will be left pending. We're not going to pick up any other bills at